murdered while melanated. An Ohio mom posts her new boyfriend and her previous boyfriend, her ex of 5 years, comes back and takes her out. Let's jump right into this savage situation.
Put this in the bag. Put this in the motherfucking bag. Put this in the bag now.
Hello? 911, we got a call from this number. Is everything okay? Where are you? Where are you?
That's the sound of someone trying to save Montana Davis. Her friend on the phone with 911, while gunshots echoed through the house. But by the time those words left the dispatcher's mouth, it was already too late. Minutes earlier, Montana herself had called 911. She told them her ex-boyfriend was threatening to shoot up her house. She told them she had 2 children inside. She told them his name. She did everything she was supposed to do. But Jamarte Brown got there first. Here's what makes this case so difficult to understand. Montana and Jamarte hadn't been together for 5 years, half a decade. She had moved on completely. New career, new man, new baby, new life. But Jamarte Brown was still stuck in the past. And on April 3rd, 2024, he made sure Montana would be stuck there with him forever. She was 26 years old, a registered nurse, a mother of 2, a woman with an infectious laugh and a smile that lit up every room she walked into. A woman who believed she had finally escaped. So where was her boyfriend that night? And why, after 5 years of silence, did Jamarte Brown suddenly decide that if he couldn't have her, no one could? Before we get too deep, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in these discussions. Montana Antoinette Davis was born on September 26, 1997, in Dayton, Ohio, a city known for its rich history, tight-knit communities, and unfortunately, one of the highest crime rates in the country. But Montana was determined to rise above her circumstances. She attended Thurgood Marshall High School, where she developed an early interest in helping others. After graduation, she pursued early childhood education at Wright State University before discovering her true calling, nursing. She enrolled at the Ohio Institute of Allied Health Science to study nursing, and after years of hard work and dedication, she did it. She became a registered nurse. And she wasn't done. She had plans to continue her education and advance even further in her career. Her colleagues described her as selfless and compassionate, with a strong commitment to patient care. But nursing wasn't the only thing Montana poured her heart into. She was a mother to 2 beautiful children, and everything she did was for them. Her mother, Melissa Dennis, spoke about the kind of woman Montana was.
Whew, I hope to make it through, because every day I'm gonna mourn, I'm gonna hurt. I can't go to breakfast with my baby. She calls me 6 o'clock in the morning. We go to breakfast after the kids are gone, to daycare and school, and oh, she was a wonderful sister.
That was their routine. Every morning after the kids went to daycare and school, Montana would call her mother at 6 a.m. and they would go to breakfast together. Every single day. Her family described her as smart, successful, loving, and caring. The kind of person who would do anything for anybody, even if she didn't know them. Her friends remembered her infectious laugh, her silly personality, and how genuinely happy she was. One friend who knew her personally said Montana was sweet, generous, and always willing to help. If you needed something, even if it was just $2, Montana didn't mind pulling up. She was known for throwing some of the best house parties, loved a good tattoo, and was in her prime when her life was taken. Montane was living proof that you could come from anywhere and still make something of yourself. She had the career, she had the kids, she had the plan. All she needed was someone to share it with. At some point in her past, Montane dated a man named Jomarte Latrell Brown. He was 24 years old at the time of the incident, which means when they were together, he would have been around 18 or 19. The relationship didn't last. Montane realized he wasn't the man for her. She wanted someone ambitious, someone serious-minded, someone who matched her energy and her drive. Jomarte wasn't that person, so she ended it. But breaking up with Jomarte Brown was easier said than done. After their relationship ended, he refused to let her go. He made her life miserable. She was so stressed from his constant harassment that she fell into a depression. She would post online about what she was going through, trying to cope with the weight of it all. Some people believe Jomarte never expected Montane to become successful. He wanted her dependent on him while he did nothing with his own life. But Montane proved him wrong. She went back to school, got her nursing degree, passed her exams, and became a registered nurse. She did all of that while raising 2 children on her own. To escape the pain Jomarte caused her, Montane started going out more with her friends. She tried to distract herself. She posted on social media, sharing funny moments, showing the world that she was okay, that she was more than okay, that she was thriving. And then something beautiful happened. Montane met someone new, a man who wiped away her tears and gave her something she hadn't felt in a long time: happiness. He took her on trips. They enjoyed the little things together. He was present in her children's lives, treating them like his own. He was everything Jomarte wasn't: ambitious, attentive, loving. Montane finally had her Russell Wilson. She posted their relationship on social media with pride, vacation photos, couple moments, the everyday joy of being with someone who truly loved her. She wasn't hiding anymore. She wasn't afraid anymore. She was living. And then came the best news of all. She was pregnant. They had a baby shower. They celebrated. They prepared for their new addition. Her new partner was there every step of the way, proving himself to be not just a great boyfriend, but a great father. Montane was in her prime, recently graduated, good job, lovely kids, amazing partner. Her life was finally coming together the way she always dreamed it would. But 5 years of silence was about to end. Jomarte Brown had been watching. For 5 years, he watched Montane rebuild her life without him. He saw every post, every smile, every vacation, every ultrasound photo, and he couldn't take it anymore. He started reaching out again, texting her, calling her every single day. He told her he wanted her back. He couldn't accept that she had moved on. He couldn't accept that she was happy with someone else. He couldn't accept that the woman he once controlled was now completely out of his reach. Some people believe he also wanted access to her money. She had a good-paying job now. She was a registered nurse. She had something to offer, and Jomarte wanted a piece of it. But Montane wasn't interested. She had already given him years of her life. She had already suffered through his harassment. She had already moved on. There was nothing left for them to talk about. Jomarte didn't see it that way. On April 3rd, 2024, he called her again. But this time, he didn't ask her to come back. He made a threat. He told her he was going to shoot up her house, even with her children inside. Montane was terrified. She called the police to report the threat. She also called a friend and asked her to come stay with her that night because she was scared to be alone. Her friend came over. They thought they were safe. They thought help would arrive in time. They were wrong. It was around 2 a.m. when Jomarte Brown arrived at Montané's home on Torrington Place, just off Salem Avenue, in Dayton, Ohio. He didn't knock. He didn't call. He broke down her door. Montané's friend immediately called 911. But before she could explain what was happening, Jomarte opened fire. The dispatcher's words hung in the air, unanswered. On the other end of the line, chaos, gunshots, screaming. Montané's friend tried to return fire, tried to protect her, but Jomarte managed to escape before police arrived. Officers rushed to the scene and found Montané lying in a pool of her own blood. She had been shot multiple times. They performed life-saving measures at the scene before medics transported her to Miami Valley Hospital. But it was too late. Montané Antoinette Davis, 26 years old, was pronounced dead at the hospital. News of her death spread quickly. Police confirmed they had a person of interest. The entire homicide unit was working around the clock to bring justice for Montané and her family. Jomarte Brown was quickly identified as the suspect. Montané had given his name to 911 dispatchers during her first call, making it easy for police to track him down. He was arrested and held in Montgomery County Jail without bond. The list of charges against Jomarte Brown revealed just how calculated and violent his attack was. 4 counts of aggravated murder, 2 counts of murder, aggravated robbery, aggravated burglary, felonious assault, tampering with evidence. 4 counts of aggravated murder raised questions among those following the case. Some speculated about the reason for multiple murder charges. What we know for certain is that the charges reflected the severity and brutality of what Jomarte did that night. His cowardly act didn't just take Montané's life. It robbed her children of their mother. It robbed her family of their daughter, their sister, their best friend. It robbed the world of a compassionate nurse who dedicated her life to helping others. And for what? Because she dared to be happy without him. Days after the tragedy, family and friends gathered for a balloon release in Montané's honor. Dozens of people showed up to pay their respects, bringing flowers and sharing memories of the woman they loved. Hundreds of balloons spiraled into the sky as loved ones said their final goodbyes.
And only on 2, family and friends of a Dayton shooting victim gathered minutes ago with a balloon release to honor her memory.
26-year-old Montané Davis was found shot on Torrington Place Wednesday. She died at the hospital a short time later. 2 News reporter Grace Hewitt is live in Dayton where that event just happened. Grace, how are they remembering her tonight?
Yeah, just behind me is where Montané's family and friends remembering her. A lot of people showing up to show their support and love, bringing flowers, sharing memories with each other about Montané. Montané's family is remembering her as a smart, successful, loving and caring person, someone who would do anything for anybody, regardless if she knew them. This is what the scene looked like minutes ago. Dozens of people sending hundreds of balloons spiraling into the sky in honor of Montané. This happened on Wednesday morning just before 3 a.m. when officers responded to a report of a shooting where they found 26-year-old Montané Davis with a gunshot wound. Crews attempted life-saving measures until medics arrived and took her to an area hospital where she later died from her injuries. Montané's mother says she knew the person who shot her, and that man is now in jail. Now Montané's family is left to remember how special Montané truly was.
This has really took a toll on us, and I hope to make it through because every day I'm gonna mourn, I'm gonna hurt. I can't go to breakfast with my baby. She calls me 6 o'clock in the morning. We go to breakfast after the kids are gone to daycare and school, and she was a wonderful sister.
Now again, Dayton police do have someone in custody, and they are still asking anyone who might have any information to call Dayton police or Crime Stoppers at 222-STOP. Live in Dayton, Grace Hewitt, 2 News.
Montana Davis did everything right. She left the toxic relationship. She focused on herself. She went back to school. She built a career. She found real love. She created a beautiful life for herself and her children. And none of it mattered to Yamarte Brown. For 5 years, he held on to anger, jealousy, and resentment. For 5 years, he watched her succeed without him. For 5 years, he waited. And when he finally realized she was never coming back, he made sure no one else could have her either. Montana was 26 years old, a registered nurse, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a woman with an infectious laugh and a heart of gold. She deserved to see her children grow up. She deserved to continue her nursing career. She deserved to marry the man who loved her. She deserved to live. Instead, her children will grow up without their mother. Her partner will raise their baby without her. Her mother will never get another 6 a.m. phone call. Her sister will never have another breakfast date. All because a man from her past refused to let go. This case has sparked conversations across the internet about safety, social media, and the dangers of obsessive ex-partners.
So there you have it, man. Murdered while melanated. The sad story of a lame that won't let go after 5 years. Came back and snatched that lady's life. Thank you for watching Murder While Melanated, the channel where we cover melanated people murdered by melanated people. If you enjoy this type of content, jump in the comments and let me know. Daily uploads will arrive. Thank you.